Shalom Aleichem, sweetest friends. This year should be a schus for Shalom Ben Gila, Shoshana Bas Siparat Cyril, and Shirel Sigalik Bas Siparat Chagidim, B'fol Moshe Chaim Ben Yafa Shena Chamka, before Shalom B'Soch Shar Cholei Yisrael. We're continuing our series in the Rambam, Hilchos Melachim. We are now in Perek Tes, Halacha Yudalid. The Rambam says that how are Bnei Noach Mitzumin ala Dinim, that they have to appoint judges in every province to judge the other 6 mitzvahs and to warn the nation. And Ben Noach was over on one of the Sheva mitzvahs is Yehareg B'Sayif, and Mipnei Zen is Chayvu Kol Baalei Shechem Hariga. That's how the Rambam explains the story with Shechem, that the people in Shechem were Chayav Hariga because Shechem Gazal, he stole, and they saw, and they didn't judge him. And Ben Noach is Ne'erag Be'ed Echad U'Dayin Echad, one aid, one dying, without Hasra, V'Alpi Krovin, Avalo Be'edus Isha, not Edus Isha, V'Lo Tadun, Isha Lahem, and a woman should not judge them. Very good. So the Ramban ala Torah in Parashas Vayishlach, Perek Yudal, Amdal, Pasuk Yud, and the Yad Raman, Sanhedrin, and Vav on the Beis, and the Lechem Mishnah here. Ask on the Rambam, who understands the gather of mitzvahs dinim l'bnei Noach from the Sugin Mesechah Sanhedrin and Vav on the Beis. The Gemara says that Bnei Noach commanded on dinim. It says that there were 10 mitzvahs given in Mara, Sheva mitzvahs Bnei Noach, and Kibbut Av, Shabbos, and Dinim. So you see that Dinim is in addition to the Sheva mitzvahs. It was given in Mara, and it's not one of the Sheva mitzvahs. So the Gemara answers, Lo nitzucha la'ida ve'edim v'asra. It's coming to teach you, no, that really they were commanded on Dinim. And what was added in Mara was Eida Edim, that they need 23 judges. They need Edim and Hasra. That was added in Mara. So then the Gemara asks, so then what's the pshat that they added Dinim? It wasn't Dinim that were added in Mara, but rather it was Dayanim, which is Dayanim, as Rashi says, that were added in Mara. So Maivo Sifu Aleim Dinim, it wasn't Dinim, it was Dayanim. So you already see from this that the Gemara makes a distinction between the mitzvah of Dinim and the mitzvah of Dayanim. And then the Gemara continues and gives another shot at it. The Gemara says, Amarav lo nitzach al dina knossos. Rabbi says that you know what was added on in Mara? Knossos. Until now they were just they were commanded in regular dinim, and now they added on knossos. So then the Gemara says, no, v'hosifu bid dinim they just said v'hosifu bid dinim. They added on to the dinim. They added on knossos. That's not what it says. It says v'hosifu dinim. V'hosifu aleim dinim. They added on dinim, Shabbos, and kibbut aveim. So that was what it said in the Brisa. It said, Eser mitzvahs nitztavu, Gemara, 7 of Bnei Noach, v'hosifu aleim, and they added dinim, Shabbos, and kibbut, which is said v'hosifu bid dinim. They added on to the dinim knossos. Elam Ravacha Bar Yankiv, lo'nitzucha ela lo'hoishiv beizdim b'chol pelech u'pelech u'b'chol ir v'ir. So you know what was added in Mara? Bnei Noach were in stav ala dinim, and what was added was judges, that they should appoint judges in every province, in every city. So this doesn't sound like the Rambam, does it? Because the Rambam says that the mitzvah of dinim is to appoint judges. And here you see in the Gemara, Bachar Bar Yankiv says that what was added in Mara was lahoshiv bezdin b'chol pelech u'pelech u'b'chol ir v'ir. So from here, you see that dinim are not the same as dayanim. And then the Gemara asks on that, and the Gemara says, no, Bnei Noach already had that too. Bnei Noach already had dayanim. Tanya kishem shenitztavu Yisrael lahoshiv batei dinim b'chol pelech u'pelech u'b'chol ir v'ir. Kach nitztavu Bnei Noach lahoshiv batei dinim b'chol pelech u'pelech u'b'chol ir v'ir. So just like the Jews were commanded to have Batei Dinim in every province and every city, so to Bnei Noach were commanded. So you can't say that what was added on in Mara. That Batei Dinim were added on in Mara, because Batei Dinim was already from before. Alam Arava Haitana Tanat Bemenashu Demapik. Tana Bnei Menashe u'demapik doch v'ayil sach. So this Tana of the Brisa that says that the Dinim were added on in Mara, Masha, that it's not Sheva Mitzvahs Bnei Noach, that's Tana Bnei Menashe, because they take out Dinim and Birchas Hashem, that's Dach, and they put in Sach, Seirus and Kalayim, the Isser of Seirus, and the Isser of Kalayim, forbidden mixtures and tying up the tubes to prevent pregnancy. So that's what it means when it says that they added on Dinim, because they didn't have them before, because it wasn't one of their Sheva mitzvahs. So Al Kopanim, we see from this Gemara that our Shavas Dayanim is in mitzvahs Dinim, because we wanted to say that that was the Hosaf on Mara. Nice, the Gemara says Vaiter Brisa that it wasn't added in Mara. They already had it before, but the assumption is that Dinim, the assumption of the Gemara seems to be that Dinim is something different than Dayanim. Is the mitzvah of Dinim, and on top of Dinim they also have Dayanim. So the Lechem Mishnah, but the primary mitzvah is Dinim. So the Rambam, who says that the mitzvah of Dinim is just Dayanim, the Rambam, who says that the mitzvah of Dinim is just Dayanim, doesn't seem to stem with this Gemara. Because even when the Gemara rejects Rav Acha bar Yaakov, the Gemara seems to be learning that there's Dinim and Dayanim. And the Rambam says, no, it's just Dayanim. There's no mitzvah of Dinim. So the Lechem Mishnah famously asks from this Gemara and the Rambam, other Achronim learn the Rambam, this Gemara is a raya for the Rambam, so hopefully there's a lot of discussion about this Rambam. Trust me, sweet friends. So we are going to go in the derech of the Gaon Reb David Yosef Man, Zatzal, Hagoyin Hagadol Meod. And also, Gemara wanted to say that what was added on was Knessos. Meaning first they were Dinim, regular Dinim, and then they added on to the regular Dinim Knessos. They added on fines to the regular Din. It's not like the Rambam, because again the Rambam says that what's Dinim? Dinim is Hoshavas Dayanim. That's the mitzvah. And not the actual laws. So that's the first kasha, that the Rambam seems to be neged Sigis HaGemara. Now, the Lechem Mishnah speaks out the question, the Ramban alludes to the Gemara. But the Hamek Shela, the Netziv, writes that what the Ramban meant, that the Gemara is not like the Rambam, is the Sigan Daf Nutes Amud Aleph. It says that Dinim, Dinim Kum Masehu V'Kachashiv. It says there that Dinim, that Sheva mitzvahs are Sheva al Taseh, that the mitzvahs are passive, not to do things. So what about Dinim? Dinim is kum v'aseh, and it's considered one of the Sheva mitzvahs. So the Gemara answers, it's both. It's kum v'aseh and it's also sheva al tais. It's a bishlein odas haramban. Dinim is all dinei mamanis. So you also have in dinei mamanis, you have aseh, and you also have sheva al tais. That's included in dinei mamanis. Like the Ramban learns, that's dinim, laws, dinei mamanis. But odas haramban, only the kum v'aseh of Hashavas Dayanim is only a kum and v'aseh of Hashavas Dayanim. So what's the Gemara's teretz? Or his teretz is that there's both kum v'aseh and sheva al taseh. No, there isn't, according to the Rambam. According to the Rambam, it's only kum v'aseh. Where's the Sheva al Taisen or Shavas Dayanim? Ayin Sham in the Lechem Mishnah. And the Ramban asked in the Ran and Daf Vavam and Beis, why are they chayav misa on not being Moshiv Dayanim and not appointing Dayanim? That by Bnei Noach the rule is as harasan, zohi misasan. That their warning is their misa. So what's an azhara? An azhara is a meniya, it's a warning, don't do this. So how can you say that they're chayav misa on the azhara when there is no azhara on Shavas Dayanim? Because azhara is a warning, don't. And this is a do. So that's another kasha on the Rambam from Sugis HaGemara. So, as one Magachir says jokingly, the Rambam l'shitasa neged Sugis HaGemara. But we always know, in the end, the Rambam's going to come out on top of Siyat D'Ishmaya, and everything is going to be beautiful. Now, the Rambam writes that that's why they killed Bnei Shechem. Bnei Shechem were killed because Shechem stole, and they didn't judge him. He took Dina. The Ramban and the Rana asked, why do we need mitzad Dinim? You have to come on to Dinim. The Shiva Amim were not over there Avodah Zarah. They weren't Megale Arayos. They didn't do every abomination under the sun. It says, Ki es kol ha'toivos el asu. They did all the abominations. So you have to come on to Dinim to kill them. Again, this is all in the olden days. Today we don't kill anybody. But Zman Torah, Yad Yisrael Takifa, they were Chayiv Misa. And so asked the Ramban asked, if it's true that they were guilty of not placing judges, appointing judges, then why did Yaakov get so angry? He himself should have done it. That's the din. So he should have been Zocha b'misasim himself. The answer is that it's not Masav Yaakov Banav Lasis Lam Din. It's not up to them. So why does the Rambam write Mitzad Dinim? Because they didn't keep Dinim. That's why they were killed. If it was the right thing to kill them, then Yaakov himself should have done it. And there's a Mandi Amar and Dafnin Vabam and Beis that Bnei Noach weren't mitzdav ala dinim. And there's a Mandi Amar and Zayin Amar Aleph that they're only nerag al gimel averis, and one of them isn't dinim. So according to those opinions, that Bnei Noach weren't mitzdav ala dinim, or ein neragim ela al gimel arayis. So according to those opinions, why did they kill Bnei Shechem? So the answer is it was shelo kedin, and that's why Yaakov got angry at them. So why does how can the Rambam prove from this that they have the mitzvah of dinim? Just like according to those Mandi Amars, it's no raya. According to those Mandi Amars, they were doing shelo kedin, because there is no mitzvah of dinim. So too, according to us, it's also not a raya. So, Rambam is very shver. Ran asks in the Gur Aryeh in Parashas Vayishlach, Eich yadunu hamelech ve'eino masur lahem. How are they supposed to judge the king? How are they supposed to go to Shechem and start judging him? Who are they? They're anus. The Rambam paskins that if you're anus, you don't get punished by Bnei Noach. The Ramaz Lazar Ramban, Ayin Shami Yerushalmi, that Bnei Noach there's no Isra of Lo Saguru Mipnei Ish. They're allowed to be afraid. We have an Isra of Lo Saguru Mipnei Ish. A judge isn't allowed to be afraid, but they are. So they're honest. They don't want to get in trouble, start judging the king. So how can they be mischayev misa when they're afraid? They're allowed to be afraid. And also, if it's true that it was because of dinim, why were the Ketanim killed? It says kol zachar. The Rambam writes that Bnei Noach cut in his pater. And the Rambam himself writes kol baalei Shechem. How are kol baalei Shechem chayev? What about cotton v'shaytu our pater? So in the Tshuvas Shol Meshiv Madur Tinyan Chelik Aleph Simin Yudalid. He writes that Bnei Noach Gam Cotton Chayiv. Because Katnis Bishurim, it's Halach Moshe Misinai. We have Shiurim, Halach Moshe Misinai. Bnei Noach don't. Bnei Noach don't. And the raya is that by Shechem, the Ketanim were killed. So they don't have the Shiurim of it. They're Chayiv, they don't have Shiurim. We have Ketanim and Gedolim, they don't. So this is the Sholem Meshiv. But this is very difficult to understand. Because what about the Ketanim Shelo Yagiu L'chal Das? If the 3-year-old, the 4-year-olds, they're guilty. Shechem, they were also killed. The Kashi is why? They're not Chayiv. So in the Tosefta, in Perek Tesef, Vodazor, Locha Daled, it says Ala Dinim Keitzad. Shem Shisol Mitzuvim L'Hoshiv Batei Dinim B'Yar Shalom Kach Bnei Noach Mitzuvim L'Hoshiv Batei Dinim B'Yar Shalahem. It's Lahedjik Mosh Kasav Rambam. Just like Yisrael are Mitzuvim L'Hoshiv Batei Dinim B'Yaris, so to Bnei Noach, they're also Mitzuvim. That's like the Rambam says, they're Mitzuvim Dayanim. And the Lashon of the Rambam is Keitzad. That's Kalashon HaTosefta. Aladinim Keitzad. The Rambam also says Keitzad. The Rambam's Lashon. Keitzad Mitzuvin Heim Aladinim. And he explains to have judges. So Baruch Hashem, we have a Tosefta. The only thing is that in the Tosefta, interestingly enough, he writes Keitzad on all 7 mitzvahs. The Rambam only writes Keitzad on Dinim. So what's the difference? Why in the Tosefta is the Keitzad on all 7 mitzvahs? And the Rambam, the Keitzad is only on Dinim. And we also have to understand Seder Divrei Rambam. After he writes Dinim, or Shavas HaDayanim, he says that Bnei Noach are killed b'Sayif. And then he writes the Inyan of Shechem. And then he writes the Din of Eid Echad V'Dayan Echad. So why did he interrupt with the din of Sayif between Oshavas Dayanim and Harigas Shechem? Harigas Shechem is because of the mitzvah of Dayanim. Because the difficulty is not why they were killed b'cherev, the difficulty is why they were killed at all. So what's the Rambam interrupting in between, telling us about the mitzvah of Dayanim and the Harigas Shechem? The Rambam interrupts with Sayif. What does that have to do with anything? The Rambam should have said that afterwards. With Sayif. Should have put it there. But obviously mafsik in the middle. So Kedarkenu B'Kodesh, we mamish hifgaznu, we shelled the Rambam with kashas. And we only deconstruct in order to reconstruct, of course. In order to see the godless of the Rambam, of the Torah, to see how everything is going to come together, b'siyata d'shmaya. Hashem should give us the koach and the moach to continue, and we will conclude here. And give ourselves a bracha that we should all be zoche. Lilmodu l'lamed lishma v'lasu kaimis kol divrei salma terasa b'yahava. Amen, amen. Shalom, shalom, sweetest and most beloved friends.